The headline of today's weather discussion in the United States weather world. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Danilo Evangelista, and welcome to Evangelista Weather, where today we're talking about a moderate risk for severe weather across portions of the plains of Texas today, with a severe weather outbreak, a tornado outbreak currently ongoing right now, with several tornadoes on the ground already. Unfortunately, we aren't able to do live coverage, but the next time we do have one of these events that come around, I will try to do live coverage on them for this time. But for now, we're dealing with a moderate risk for severe weather across portions of the plains today, as seen on the Storm Prediction Center's homepage. We're expecting numerous severe storms today to produce up to, I saw in some of the watches, 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So that's a derecho. Up to 2.5 inches in diameter of hail and potential. And this is where the Storm Prediction Center gives a very high chance of for tornadoes, but also a potential for long-tracked, strong tornadoes anywhere between 3 and 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time in East Central and the southeastern Texas Panhandle. So we have a lot to go over today, but as we do know, as I just mentioned, the tornadoes are not the only risk today. Every risk today of severe weather that we normally go over in the Storm Prediction Center has a high chance of occurring today. And I'm going to show you that with some of the watches that are in effect right now. A watch for northern Texas, first of all, where we have very large hail events possible up to 2.5 inches and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. And this is put in effect at 12:50 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We also have another severe weather watch in effect as well. And that's a tornado watch through portions of the panhandles as well. And that is in effect till 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch has 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts likely, and the potential for three inches in diameter of hail possible within some of these storms as they move by. So please keep an eye on today's severe weather, because it looks like we will have quite a bit to go over and quite a bit to track, especially throughout the evening hours tonight. And really quickly, just to take a look at the last one that we have here in southern Texas, which was issued just 59 minutes ago. This is the most recent one. This is in effect till 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and this encompasses portions of, let's see if I can find where this is in effect. It doesn't say, but it says portions of western Texas, pretty much. We have isolated gusts up to 80 miles per hour possible, with hail events possibly up to 2.5 inches in diameter of hail. All right, just really quickly, another sum up of the general summary for today. Moderate risk and effect through portions of the Texas Panhandle, where we have the highest risk for severe weather today to move across and potentially be strong, but we've already seen some tornado reports outside of the moderate area today. So that doesn't mean that in the moderate area is where you're only going to see the most intense severe weather. You could possibly see it outside of the moderate area, but the moderate area denotes the highest chance where we could see that most intense severe weather. And that's also in line with the tornado risk, which we have today at a 15%. And usually those chances in real scale are low, but when it comes to the chance for tornadoes in the prediction center, a 15% is actually equivalent, if you would say, in real life, in a real scale, let's say 60-70%. And the further up you go on the scale, the higher that real life scale goes up as well. But you also notice something else. There's a hatched area for this. We have black dots across the 10% area, and that's a chance for significant tornadoes. As I said, long tracking, strong and intense tornadoes possible within this area of 10%, and that encompasses portions of far western Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle as well today. However, as we said, tornadoes are not the only risk that we have today. We also have a moderate risk. We also have a pretty decent risk for winds today. That includes a 30% chance of winds, high winds associated with some of these cells that will be moving through, as well as a significant chance for potentially some very intense sails, and this very intense sails with winds. And this represents when we have a significant chance. I believe this is wind gusts exceeding 75 miles per hour, higher and higher. So pretty much the chance for hurricane force wind gusts possible within some of these sails. That's what these hatched area represents when it comes to winds. And then the hail, once again, we also have a hatched area. We have hatched area for all of our risks today. That's how severe this severe weather is today. 30% chance through portions of Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. Significant hatched area representing potential hail to be very large and very big as well. As we saw, upwards of 2.5, 3 inches of hail, 3 inches in diameter of hail possible. So that's something to keep in mind and something that we'll be watching very closely here today. The IR satellite loop showing and denoting where we have all the severe weather. You could clearly see those convective cloud tops blowing up just near the Texas Panhandle. This is where we have the severe weather action currently going on right now, as we have a low pressure, an upper level low over the western United States. And this is what's bringing that severe weather to us today. We have Gulf moisture that's arising from the south, high Cape levels across the plains today, and that's allowing for the severe weather to blow up. And really quickly, just to take a look at what the satellite is currently, if I could just reset this so I can get the latest satellite radar. And one thing you do notice, we do have a healthy line moving through. That's being denoted with these pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Some of them are producing tornadoes as we speak right now. Some of them are on the ground. But that's a quite looking healthy line that's currently moving into the biggest area of risk that we have today for severe weather. And I want to add something in really quickly to this. I want to add in Cape levels and what is the type of Cape that we're working with the severe weather today. And you do notice how we do have values of Cape as high as 2005 joules per kilogram. I believe that's what it is, if I'm correct, joules per kilogram. You can fix me on that, but we have very high Cape values that thunderstorms are moving into right now, which is representative of energy. Cape is what thunderstorms use for energy to build off of. And that's what we have right now, where we have these line of storms moving westward, as well as the Cape values also moving westward as well. And those line of thunderstorms moving into those high Cape values means more energy to work with for them to fire off. And that's what we have right now across the plains currently, as we are seeing thunderstorms firing up. And we can also tell where we do have a healthy line of storms occurring is through the lightning strikes. And you do notice there is a pretty decent arc of lightning stretching all the way from southern Texas into portions of Kansas. This is associated with that same line. Once again, that's producing all of those tornadoes and severe weather across Texas and the plains today. We do have a pretty decent looking line here that's being represented by lightning in a pretty decent straight line shape, which is representative of a healthy line setting up right now across portions of the plains today through Texas. So this is something to keep in watch. And we do notice that per minute, this says up on the top here, if you could see it. Let me see if you guys could see it. Yes, you can. 228 lightning strikes per minute, now up to 231. So we have a lot of lightning strikes, which represents we have a lot of energy within these thunderstorms to be let out. And that's producing a lot of lightning strikes, which is also denoting, once again, a very healthy line moving through right now. So what is the future of the severe weather going to look like? Well, it's not going to encompass just today. We're going to see severe weather last through quite a couple of days for now. And that's going to be shown you here on the latest modeling that we have on Tropical Tidbits right now. And once again, we have that upper level low situated over portions of the western United States, and this is moving westward. We have a ridge allowing for moisture advection northward. So while that upper level low moves by, we have the moisture picking up with it and allowing for these thunderstorms to ignite. That upper level low then moves northward, and this is also going to produce some heavy snow and blizzard conditions through portions of north of the northern and central Midwest. As we get towards Wyoming, Nebraska, those areas, they're going to be seeing blizzard conditions possible as this upper level low slowly moves northeastward as well. And then we have another one that dips down to the south. We have a ridge that propagates eastward, and everything again moves eastward. And then we have another area of severe weather setup, and this is actually showing up in the days 4 to 5 range, where we have within the days 4 to 5 an upper level low that advances eastward and moves across the plains and the Dixie Alley area. And this might set the stage for another severe weather event down the line in just a couple of days from now. Right now, appearing on the day 5 range, where we have a hatched area from the Storm Prediction Center at 15% currently. And as I talked about, the severe weather extending through multiple days, we also have a good chance for severe weather tomorrow across portions of Arkansas, where we have a slight risk and effect. Could it be upgraded to an enhanced risk? We'll have to see as we get towards tomorrow. I guess we're only going to have to see when it comes to pass what necessarily are we looking at in terms of what's on the table for the weather tomorrow. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to close it off for this discussion on what's going on across the board today. We have a lot to go over. Sorry I wasn't able to do live streaming as I would normally do on my other channel, Danilo Evangelista. And yes, for those that are here from my other channel, Danilo Evangelista, if you are wondering, yes, this will be my permanent stay. I will no longer be using the other channel. I'm going to be using this one, and I'm going to be sticking to this one. And I really do hope that we can grow a community and be successful in here. So I would recommend, if you're new to here, please go ahead, like, subscribe, share with family and friends, so we can get the information out on the weather today as much as possible to as many people as possible. All right, that's it for now. Everyone have a great afternoon and evening. Peace, love, and kindness to all, and we will talk again another time. Bye.